It's a withdrawal. I mean, it's a withdrawal from the world. That old story will teach you to withdraw from the world, and that old sort of fundamentalist impulse on purity will cause you to retreat from culture. Jesus calls us to be salt and light. And so that means or yeast. I mean, there's another metaphor that he uses to talk about what the kingdom of God is like, that the kingdom of God is like yeast that a woman took and mixed in a large amount of flour until it worked through all the dough. The Catholic theologian Hans Urs von Balthasar says that the thing that we sometimes miss in that parable of the yeast is that the yeast, in order to do what the yeast is called to do, the yeast has to be plunged so thoroughly into the dough that it almost disappears in the dough. And it's only when it's totally integrated in the dough that the dough rises and becomes what it's supposed to be. And man, that's the church. Salt and light, yeast. And when we withdraw, the dough doesn't rise, right? It's flat. When we withdraw, the meat is not preserved. It spoils. And that's what happens to the world. So we're called to be, on some level, we're almost one of the ways in which that common grace is present in the world, that preserves the world and keeps it from falling into total decay and disrepair. But God's intention is not just to keep the world from falling apart. Again, it's that glory is racing down the mountain. He's trying to save it.